about the live yesterday, I was using my AirPods and I realized those don't really work. Now I'm using the mic in the car, so I hope that works better. I am trying this on my way to work. So I have not been back to work since Friday before Christmas because we had 2 full weeks off with the way the holidays fell, and then we had a snowstorm Sunday night into Monday, and we've been off ever since. So which is why I'm going in so late. Okay, I'm trying to get out of my driveway, which is a little bit icy. Okay, there we go. So my first day back at work.
12 miles, turn right onto Aiden Road.
Okay, and let me turn that off so that I don't give away where I live to everybody. Okay, yeah, so going back for the first time. So it's a Friday, so it'll be weird just going back for less than a full day and then we're off for the weekend. I guess it's a way to ease us back into it. Now the main roads are clear, but online a lot of people are upset that we have school because a lot of the back roads are not clear. So I don't live in the county where I work. So the county where I live, where my son goes to school, they were off today. So I hope kids are safe, because in my county they used to be a lot less, this is closed school a lot less, and then unfortunately a high school kid slid on some ice, hit a tree, and died. So I mean, I hope that a tragedy doesn't have to happen for us to be more careful, and I hope nothing happens because I don't want anything to happen for kids. Our new superintendent is from Chicago, but this is not Chicago. We don't have all the plows and all the things that they would have in Chicago. So, I mean, I just hope everything's okay. I'm on back roads, but they're still considered main roads that people take to work, and everything's fine so far. But I just hope for the best. I just hope that kids are safe. And, okay, sorry, reading a text message. Yeah, so about work. Yeah, sorry, I got distracted. So anyway, I thought I would try this. It says I have one person watching. If you're here, say hello, but I cannot look at any of the comments unless and until I'm at a stoplight. I'm trying to be safe. Yeah, sorry, I'm reading a text message. So our kids are not gonna go. Okay. So anyway, yeah, I have a new person starting today, a new TA. All of the preschool special ed classes get 2 TAs, and I've only had 1, which I don't even really need another one. We don't have a lot of kids, but hey, I'm not going to complain. She quit her job at a daycare and is coming to work for us. And hello, Thomas. You said you can't read the text. Oh, yeah. So sorry, I need to not read it because I need to keep my eyes on the road. But hello, I see that people are saying hello, and thank you for coming to this live. So yeah, she quit her job at a daycare because she wants to become a teacher, but she wants to be a TA first just to see if this is what she wants to do, which after me working in middle school, I think that is smart. And the current TA that I already have also used to work at a daycare and took a pay cut so that she could work in the same school as her son, who started kindergarten. In my live stream about Dr. Phil, I was talking about how it is your responsibility for education for your kids. Nothing wrong with going to public school or private school. Some people, all they can afford is public school. Nothing wrong with that, but you still have to be the best advocate for your kid. So I give her a lot of credit for making the sacrifice to taking a pay cut to come work at the school as her son. But that's the type of thing I was talking about in the Dr. Phil. It's ultimately up to you to do the best for your kids. So anyways, my friend Cindy went live this morning, and I was listening to her live while I was getting ready, and I wanted to address something that she said. Cindy's a good friend of mine. She has a good channel called Cindy Bennett. I did disagree with her about one thing, which I want to address respectfully, of course. Cindy and I can disagree and still be friends, but she was saying if the Department of Education does nothing, why are we getting rid of it? So my counter argument to that is, if the Department of Education is not doing much, why are tax dollars being paid for it? I would say they're not doing nothing. The biggest thing that I think they are doing that is good is that they are overseeing funds for special education, which that part is good. So I think I would be in favor of cutting back but not eliminating. But then she said, well, what about this and what about that? But all the things that she was saying are not things that the Department of Education has any control over. What about kids doing this and kids doing that? Your state Department of Education does a lot more for the day-to-day that involves you and the kids. The federal Department of Education doesn't do a whole lot. So that is my argument about that. Let me know what you think in the comments. Oh, and by the way, today is 80s Day at my school, which is why I kind of put hairspray here, wore this. You can't see, but I folded up my pants. So I am ready for 80s Day. So each time, so it's the 80th day of school, so we're doing 80s Day. But like on the 70th day, we did 70s Day. On the 60th day, we did 60s Day. So I guess on the 90th day, we'll do 90s Day. And I guess on the 100th day, we'll do 2000. So, yeah. At my kids' school, 100th day used to dress like you were 100 years old, like you're an older lady. So, yeah, that's funny. So, for what is going on in LA and all the fires, I'm really sorry if you are being affected by that. I've been watching a lot of news lately and was even watching this morning about what is going on there and what led up to it. And forget any of the details wrong, but it sounds like a huge mismanagement of government in there. First of all, sorry if I get this so wrong, but weren't clearing the extra brush in the forest, which would help not cause the forest fires, because they were trying to save a rat or something like that. And then they were draining they opened the dams and were draining the water to help save some kind of fish. So the firefighters actually ran out of water to battle these fires. Crazy. They fired a bunch of people in the fire department because they didn't get a COVID shot. And I'm a big believer in personal choice. So I believe, I did get the COVID shot. I got the COVID shot. There was 2 of them, and then there were boosters. So I got the first 2. But I don't believe in forcing people to get what they don't want to and for firing them. And then they came along with a bunch of DEI practices to only hire people based on gender or race, which when it comes to firefighting, someone who could possibly save your life in a fire, you want the best qualified person. You're literally in your house about to die. You want that person that can come and get you out of the fire. It doesn't matter the race or gender. So I really believe when it comes to things like that, it needs to be the best person for the job, no matter what. And a bunch of these things led to the disaster we're having now. And the mayor of LA, I think that's her job title, is the mayor. Let me know if I get that wrong. She was in Africa, which if you're the mayor of LA, that is a very local position. So she was in Africa for the swearing in of some new leader in Ghana or something like that, while these firefighters were going on, and was asked by a reporter when she got off the plane, and she didn't have an answer. And then her staff gives her talking points, and she's reading word for word from a piece of paper, and she reads the website as URL. Like, what the heck? That means, number one, you have no idea how the internet works. Number two, you literally didn't even like look at this paper ahead of time. And just to let you guys know, I'm in a few minutes going to come up on a dead zone. Whenever I'm making phone calls or anything during this dead zone, I usually lose them. So you might lose me, and then I'll go live again if that happens in a few minutes. But the mayor is, she reads the website as URL. That, I mean, how out of touch do you have to be? Your governor, Newsom, you in LA and New York City too. I know we're not talking about New York for the fires. You need to elect some new people. I'm coming up to where the dead zone's about to happen. So yeah, bear with me. You might lose me. Here we go. You might lose me. You really need to get some new people in there. All right. Hopefully, let me know if you can still hear me. I'll try to glance at the comments, but can you still hear and see me? Let me know. Yeah. All right. Hopefully I'm out of the dead zone. Let me know if you can see and hear me. And the numbers are still going up, like I'm still live, so hopefully you still can. Yes. Okay, I saw yes. All right, very good. Okay, so prayers. I mean, if you are affected by the fires, you might not be watching me, but let me know if you or anyone you know is affected by the wildfires in LA. I've seen pictures. It literally looks like a war zone happened. It is crazy, like a war zone. Yeah, so it is time to elect some new people if you are in LA, if you're in the whole state of California, really. I mean, yeah. I also, this is not related to the wildfires, but I keep up with New York City and their news as well. I actually love New York City. My sister lives in the suburbs of the city, and I visit a lot, and I actually love it. I love to visit New York City. But oh my goodness, I would not want to live there. So much is going on, so much crime, so much on the subway, and now they're implementing a tax for people that drive into the city. Well, like $9 each time your car drives into the city on the highway. So trying to get more people to ride on this super unsafe subway. And I was watching the news where some firefighters and EMS and first responders were all talking about how they have to drive that area multiple times a day and are going to have to pay that $9 multiple times a day. And that's not fair to them. So some of these major cities, you need to just get it together. Things are coming to disaster. And hello, if you're watching, I see from the corner of my eyes, I have people saying hello. I can't really read the comments till I'm coming up on a stop sign. So if there's a long line of cars and I'm fully stopped, only if I'm 100% fully stopped will I look at your comments, because I need to be safe. Then I will look. When I'm not live streaming, I'm going to read a book. Gosh, now I wish I could remember the name of it, because I just want to invite you guys to come along and read it with me. It's about 9/11, and there's several books about 9/11. I read The Day the World Came to Town. That's the one I read months ago, but this one's a different one, and now I can't remember the name of it. Cindy and I are both going to be reading or listening to it on audiobook while I drive to work on my long commute. I have a 40-minute commute. All right, here we go. I am I'm about to stop. Oh, and there's a bus up here that has its flashers on a double yellow line. I'm on back roads, not the highway. All right. So let's see. Can I get around safely? No one's coming the other way. Okay. A bus with its flashers on. Okay. Yes. So anyways, next live stream, I'll tell you the name of it. So if anyone wants to read along with us, and then once both Cindy and I are done reading it, we're going to do a collaboration and talk about it. There's absolutely no one at this stop sign, because normally I'm coming to the stop sign at rush hour, but because of the 2-hour delay, it is not rush hour. So anyways, hello, I see people are saying hi. I quickly glanced at the chat, but anyways, so what else? Where are you guys from? Tell me what state or country you're from. I need to take a drink of water. Tell me what the weather is like where you are. It's 20 degrees where I am, which is, you know, we get cold weather, but this is like very cold. So yeah, let me know where. Okay, sorry, getting distracted, trying to drive. But what else is going on in the news and where you are? If you're from another country, tell me what the big news or the big happening is in your country. North Carolina, I see. Okay, what's the weather like there? I heard it's colder than usual. Are you a teacher in North Carolina? I have heard that teachers don't get paid well in North Carolina, but of course it probably depends on also your individual county, because I'm in Virginia and the more northern counties pay more than the more southern ones, which are more rural and in the middle of nowhere. So yeah, let me know. And so yeah, anyways, it's weird if you guys have ever tried live streaming, and you know, normally when I go live streaming the other way, I have a topic, and now I'm just kind of talking about whatever I want as I'm driving. It's like, I wish you guys could talk back to me, and I can't even read what you're writing. But anyways, so it will be weird to go to school for slightly, like, not a half day, but not a full day on a Friday. At least it'll ease me back into it before having a full week next week. My husband said something today about it being Friday, and I was like, what? It doesn't even feel like a Friday since I've had the whole week off except for today. But yeah, I just hope the kids are safe. Oh, I'm doing this with Kathy from 50 Nifty and Beyond. She has an awesome channel you should check out. But I am giving up soda. She took the approach of cold turkey, which she got a lot of headaches. So I did not want to do the cold turkey thing, because I won't even tell you how much soda I was drinking before, but it definitely would have given me a lot of caffeine headaches. So I'm down to 1 soda per day now. And today was supposed to be the day I was going to go to 0 from 1. But I was like, not my first day back at school. I cannot go without the caffeine my first day back at school. So I decided to have 1 soda today, and tomorrow will be my first day without a soda. But I'm trying to, you know, better myself. I try normally to stay away from sweets and sugar. Kind of had to recommit myself after the holidays. But the only time, I don't keep it in my house, so even if I have a temptation and I want something, nothing is there. So when I went to the grocery store, so what Kathy's doing is she's not giving all of this up like permanently. She's allowing herself 2 days a week, which is what I normally do with sugar anyways. So, you know, 2 days a week I allow myself to have it. That helps with moderation. That helps with the cravings, just knowing you can have it 2 days a week. So I went to the grocery store, you know, and I'd been really, really craving sugar. So I bought 1 small thing that I ate and then came home and haven't had any since. I am also doing dry January, which as of now, I only ever, you know, drink on the weekends, but I want to go completely without anything for the rest of the month of January. So that is good. If I get tempted with that, I have some zero alcohol, non-alcoholic beer that my mother-in-law left here when she left. That's what she drinks. So, you know, maybe to get me through those first couple days in the weekend. But let me know if you have given anything up for the month of January. Also, when I was off work, I was going to the gym, or I should say doing exercise, because sometimes I work out at home. Every day, or almost every day, my daughter and my husband have a membership to Planet Fitness, and they both have the higher membership, so you can go to multiple gyms, because they both do go to multiple gyms. My husband travels. My daughter sometimes goes to the one near work, sometimes goes to the one near home. So in the higher one, you can bring a guest as often as you like. So I go with my daughter. If she's not going to the gym, or my husband's not going to the gym, I work out at home. I use video workouts called CPUvTyDm, and I also have an elliptical. So I'm going to do a Snowmagedden update where I talk about all these things and working out as well. So I've been really good about working out, proud of myself. If I'm really, really sore, then I'll just do a 30-minute yoga workout. This morning, I did have time before work because of the 2-hour delay. I did a mobility workout. Now, those aren't strenuous as far as like, you know, you're lifting heavy weights or anything, but it did make me realize, like, wow, I didn't realize I've lost some of my mobility as I've aged and gone on. Like, one of the very first mobility things that had you doing was like turning your head and your neck and looking behind you. And I realized when I was younger, I used to be able to turn my neck a lot further than I can now. It did involve some squats. So although it wasn't a strenuous workout, there were parts of it that weren't like a lot super easy or anything either. Sometimes you were like squatting and holding it, and then it had some balance exercises, which I could not do the balance exercises without holding on to something, which they told you could, but the women in the video didn't have to hold on to anything. So getting there. I have been, for the past year, on and off, I say on and off, working out, because sometimes life gets busy. I'm very busy. I am in a master's program. I have a senior in high school who's applying to colleges and scholarships and things like that, you know, so I will get really busy and not be able to work out for a week or two, and then I'll go back to it, you know. So on and off, I've been working out for the past year, and I have seen I now have higher weights. I asked for 12 pounds for Christmas, which I got. So I'm able to do more weights and certain things. I'm gotten more flexible because I've done yoga. So I am seeing the benefits. I've seen myself be able to do things I didn't used to be able to do, like lift heavier things, bring in more things, you know, from the grocery store, lift my suitcase over my head into the bin. You know, these are all things I started to lose, and I just feel so much better. So I highly recommend working out. It will change your life. It will make you feel 100 times better. And even though when I first started working out, I didn't want to do it, now I love it, and I don't really want to live without it. So yeah, I'm actually getting hot in this car. I gotta turn it down. I'm coming up on a stop sign, but I don't know if I'll be completely stopped in order to see what you guys are saying. I'm in 3rd grade. Do you teach 3rd grade? Meaning you're a 3rd grade teacher? You mean you're in 3rd grade, then you're too young to be on YouTube. I think you're supposed to be 13. Maybe you mean you're a 3rd grade teacher. And of course, I'm not really stopping all the way, which normally I'd be happy about. But yeah. So anyways, I just feel working out will change your life. And I have I've talked about this in other videos, so if you watch me all the time, sorry if this is repeat, but I've seen examples of what I want to be like when I'm older and what I don't. And some things you have no control over. You know, you could get in a car wreck and not be able to work out. You can you can get a cancer despite being healthy. But as far as it depends on me, as far as I can control, I want to be as healthy as I can the older I get. I want to be active, and I want to be able to get up out of a chair. I want to be able to not use a walker. I want to be able to still be mobile. The mobility exercises keep you doing things, because once you stop doing things, you don't even realize you've stopped, you lose it. So I highly recommend, if you don't work out, adding it. And even if you don't want to do it at first, once you get in the habit, you won't be able to live without it. And I feel like I'm at that point now where, like, I don't want to not do it. Now I don't say, oh, I should work out, I gotta work out. Now I say, I can't wait to work out, and I can't live without it. So yeah, it will change your life, and I highly recommend it. But also, you know, I want to stay active socially. If, like, some people I have seen, and I'm thinking of a specific family member, when they retired, they literally died. And I don't physically they died, I just mean like mentally they died. They just stopped doing everything, just sat down and watched TV, and that's all they did. And that's not what I want to do. All right, I'm completely stopped at stoplights. Let me see what you guys are saying. No, man, I'm 9. Do you want me to get off your live? Well, you don't have to get off my live. Welcome, but I will make sure I'm careful with what I say. Not that I do anything inappropriate anyways, but welcome. Are you off school today because of snow? 35 degrees and 80% snow. I'm in 3rd grade. Do you teach 3rd grade? No, I actually teach preschool, special ed preschool in the public school. And the closer I get to, I'm going to not end this live right now, but I will end this live before I get close to school, because I don't want anyone I go to school with to see me doing this live. Of course, I could just be on a video call, right? Because I don't tell anyone about my YouTube channel. Yeah, I don't want people at work to know about my YouTube channel. Of course, if I become some big and famous YouTuber, they might find out, but I am not going to tell them. Yeah. So, anyways, I only got to see 2 of what people said, but I'm coming up on another stoplight, so if it doesn't turn green, I will try to look at the other comments. Okay, so yeah, back to what I was saying. So this person, she used to read books, she used to have hobbies like sewing, and she just quit doing everything, quit being physically active. And it's like that, you don't have to do that. You don't have to just literally stop doing everything and roll over, you know.